Hello friends. Now the third division, Pteridophyta. We see the characteristics of plants which are included in the pteridophytes. The plants having well developed root, stem and leaf. Here three body parts are present now. That is why included in pteridophytes. Well developed root present means here a special type of tissues are present here. As compared to previous division, here roots are present, means vascular bundle are present, xylem and phloem present. That is why called as a vascular plant also. From this division, next all these are vascular. These plants do not bear flower and fruit. These are the non-flowering plants. And these plants reproduce with the help of spore. If you visit to the garden, there are so many ornamental plants. Out of them, pteris is also there. If you visit the garden, please observe the leaf of pteris. The lower side of that leaf having brownish dotted forms. These brownish dotted forms having spores present in them. All the types of fern like Nephrolepis, Marsillia, pteris, Odiontum, Equisetum, Selaginella and Lycopodium. These are the examples of these pteridophytes. Out of them, Lycopodium, the specimen of Lycopodium plant is here. Now just I show you, but if you have spare time in the intervals, please visit to the biology lab and request to the lab assistant. Definitely he will try to show you, but you must observe these specimens in a proper manner and with discipline. Okay? Now, in pteridophytes, reproduction takes place by spore formation, but there are two processes in the reproduction, asexual and sexual. These pteridophytes reproduce asexually with the help of spore formation and reproduce sexually with the zygote formation. Actually, these are non-flowering plants, but these plants reproduce sexually also with the zygote formation. Now, we just see the common characteristics of these three divisions. These three divisions have the common characteristics is the reproductive organs not seen here. Means the reproductive organs are hidden. Hidden म्हणजे लपलेले. and that is why that word crypto is used. Crypto means hidden. Gametes means seeds. Here, the reproductive organs are hidden. That is why totally all these plants included in the cryptogams. We finished the study of cryptogams topic. Now we will start the characteristics of phanerogams. Sapushpa Vanaspati. The plants in this group which having a special structure for the reproduction and forming a seed. In that particular seed, embryo and stored food present. During the germination, in the initial stage, the stored food is used for germination or develop the embryo. The seeds enclose in the fruit or not. On this basis, these subkingdom phanerogams divided into two divisions. First division, gymnosperms, and the another one is angiosperm. अनावृत्त बीजी आणि आवृत्त बीजी. Gymnos means naked. Sperms बीज. बीज ही उघडीच असतात. Now we see the characteristics of gymnosperm. The plants which bears in this division are evergreen, perennial and woody. Evergreen means throughout year, evergreen, sadahari. Perennial means life having so long period. Their life for the several years. They survive for the long period. And they become woody, customary. These plants mostly occurs in higher altitude, in the forest, deep forest. The stem of these plants having no branches, that is straight one, and the leaves on the top forming a crown shape. Just I have a specimen here of cycas plant. That is a specimen form, like a leaflet. Again, I have the chart of cycas plant here. Please observe this chart, particular figure. That is a figure of cycas plant. Stem is straight, no branches are here. On the top, leaves are present, and these leaves forming a crown shape. That is a crown of king, like this. The next characteristics of these plants is that The flowers, male flowers and female flowers present on a special type of leaf, that is sporophytes. If the male flower present, called as a microsporophyte. If the female flower are present on that particular leaf, then called as a megasporophyte. The main characteristics of gymnosperm: seeds are naked. Seeds do not have natural covering. That is the main characteristics of these gymnosperm plant. Example are cycas, picea, that is Christmas tree, thuja, that is moorpunky, and pinus, that is deodar. These are the examples of this group. Now we discuss about the angiosperms. Angiosperms, seeds are enclosed in the fruit. आवृत्तबीजी वनस्पति. There is a activity given in your book. There are so many activity in this chapter. In the spare time at the home, you try to do that activity with a proper manner and proper guidance. Now, for this topic, you do the activity at home. Take a seeds of various plants, grains, cereals, pulses, the grains of cereals and pulses, and soak them for some times. After 2-3 hours, that soaked seeds, if divided into two same parts or not. If the seeds divide into same parts, two equal parts, then that plants including dicotyledon. If the seeds not divided into two equal parts, then that particular seeds, that particular plant including the monocotyledon. Generally, all the pulses including dicotyledon and all the cereals, plant cereals including the monocotyledon. In our book, they are giving a chart and showing the difference between dicotyledon and monocotyledon. We just discuss about the dicotyledon and monocotyledon plants. In dicotyledon, taproot system is present. In monocotyledon plants, adventitious root system present. In the figure, you can see here. Taproot system, main root is here and having the subroots. Here, adventitious roots are present. That is the sunflower and maize. We have the figure of dicotyledon plant, that is the sunflower, and monocotyledon plant, that is maize. First difference, see about the roots. Taproot system present and adventitious roots are present in monocotyledon. About the variation, in the dicotyledon, Venation is reticulate, but in monocotyledon, venation is parallel. Venation means the veins present in the leaf lamina. Branches, sub-branches constitute a venation. Reticulate venation present in dicotyledonous plant, and parallel venation present in the monocotyledonous plants. And the third difference about the cotyledons present in the seed. Here, two cotyledons present in the seed, and in monocot only one cotyledon present in the seed. In this way, we complete the topic of phanerogames plants here. Students, we just now already finished the first chapter. Now, duty of your start. You do the homework at the home. Read chapter carefully. If you have doubt, please ask to the teacher. And solve the exercise in your notebook. And do the activities in a proper way. Thank you.